Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for the best real estate podcast online. It is time for Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live with Mike and Dave Elkins, presented by Elite Realty Group.
Some great real estate information we're going to talk to you about today. We're going to talk about 5 things this morning that you can expect to probably happen your first year after purchasing your new home. Again, there are always things going on at the house, right? When you've got your own place, you ain't got the landlord no more. You know, you're kind of there, and you got to be a little bit more responsible.
That's right.
I wasn't good at that.
Big boy britches.
I wasn't like, well, I'm still not what you'd call a handyman, you know, that kind of person.
Right.
So like when I moved into my first house, man, they was like stuff tearing up everywhere, and I didn't even know what to do, you know.
I've realized the best thing for that, though, is to realize it's okay to not be the handyman.
Yeah,
you got to ask for help.
We're going to talk about that.
You got to ask for help sometimes, yes.
We're going to give you some info on that this morning and talk about, again, 5 things you can expect to happen the first year in your new home. Before we do that, I noticed some people just came in. I want to give you the poll question. That way you can participate in, and we'll have some more fun things to talk about after we give you this real estate information today. Our poll question today is, what is your quick and easy go-to breakfast? We want you to let us know that. Been some great answers that, again, we have got today, so we want you to participate.
And we also want you to like, share, and invite.
Like, share, and invite. Get that out there.
I can't tell on my iPad if people's even sharing.
Yeah, it's happening because there's people coming in. There's people coming in. There's people watching. We appreciate you guys doing that for us today. So let's get to the real estate information part of the show, and hopefully this will be some good information for you guys. So here's 5 things you can expect to happen your first year in your new home. Here's number 1, all right? And you really need to be prepared for this.
Yes.
And know that this is going to go down, okay? Right. But something in your dream home that you just purchased, something's going to break. Something's going to tear up.
Yes.
The stove's going to quit. The microwave's going to go kaput. The heat and air is going to need gas.
Something's
going to go down.
Yes.
It's not going to run perfect all the time.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I don't even think that matters if it's a new construction.
It does not matter. No.
Something will mess up.
Something's going to happen. Yes, something is going to happen in your new home. Something's going to break. So don't flip out.
Right.
Don't get to it. We're going to give you some keys to how you can be prepared for when that something breaks. But we want you to know first, something's going to break.
Yes.
Something's going to break. We get calls all the time, people going, oh no, this just tore up. What do I do? What do I do? Well, hold on. Call 911. You know what I'm saying? Calm down just a little bit. Think about it. We can find somebody that can help you if you can't help yourself. But know something's going to happen, right? But you got to be prepared to do something when something happens. Now, we got a little interesting thing going on with, I guess we can say his name on here and won't get him in trouble. But we got, like Gage. He just bought his first house. Gage, which is Dave's son, just bought his first house, had a leak. You want to tell the rest of it? Being prepared,
well, it's a new house, so it was a remodeled house he bought, so somebody went in, an investor, flipped it, fixed it up, looked good. It's a good house.
Right, great house.
But, again, you don't never know.
Things happen.
They hadn't been in it no time, and now they've got a leak right behind their sink, in their kitchen sink. So they have a home warranty.
Right.
So they called the home warranty company. The home warranty comes out, and it's a whole lot bigger than just a leak.
Yes.
It's actually a leak in between the walls.
So that's kind of big.
Yes. So back in behind there was mold.
Right.
And so now they had to get the insurance adjuster out. And so now they're going to have to get new kitchen cabinets. Of course, they're going to have to do sheetrock work. They're going to tear a section of the wall out. Then they're going to have to do sheetrock work. They're going to have to get new kitchen cabinets. They're going to have to get new floors throughout the whole main level of their house, not upstairs.
Yeah.
But all new floors as well. So it's not just a home warranty thing. It's now an insurance thing.
Right. And the moral of the story is, new homeowner, first time ever owned a home, didn't really anticipate something could break.
Right.
You know, something could tear up.
Right.
So again, then it's like, oh my goodness, what do I do now? You know, so we want you to know something can and probably will break.
It will happen.
In that first year in your house. If it don't happen in the first year, it's going to happen in the second. Here's what some things you need to do to be prepared for when something breaks, all right? Now, they tell you the rule of thumb is that you always should have some money put back. You need to save you some money, right?
The rainy day fund.
The rule of thumb is you need to have 6 months put back. If you can't put back 6 months, put back $6.
Right.
It's better than not having
better
anything.
Than nothing, yes.
Because when something breaks, again, you got to be prepared to do something about it.
Right.
Especially when we're talking about something like this, water, heat and air. Could you imagine your heat and air system going out right now? It's 25 degrees when we got up. This morning, you're going to freeze to death.
Yes.
So you got to be able to do something there. So the first thing you want to do is to be prepared to save your money. The second thing is, and I thought this was a really good tip, okay, but everyone in the house, I'm going to say that like this, not just a husband, not just a wife, and even the kids. You need to know where everything's located. And by everything's located, I mean, where do you turn your water off at?
Right.
Where, when the water comes in your house, where do you turn that off
Where's
at?
your shut-off at?
Where's the shut-off valve? Where's the valve to turn the gas off?
Where's your shut-off for the gas?
Where are those kind of things at? What about the breaker box?
Where's the breaker box?
Where's the breaker box? What switch do I flip to do this, to do that? That's big things you need to know, and a lot of people don't think of it. And before you know it, you got water pouring out the bottom of your sink because a pipe bust on a cold night, and your kitchen's flooding, and you have no idea where to turn the water off.
Just like with Gage. Gage is actually in California doing cold weather training.
Yes.
And his wife, Hannah, who had not been
Just
at the house
moved
in
in
no
the
time
house.
because she's been in Texas.
Yes.
So, yes, she had to FaceTime her dad.
Yes.
They're walking through the house out in the garage. He's trying to help her find the shut-off valve. So it's a very good thing to make sure you know where that's
where those things are. Because, again, we're telling you something's probably going to break.
Yes.
So have you some money saved up and know where everything's located at. And the last thing is talking about the handyman. They need to have a good handyman.
Yes,
right? You need to go ahead and find it before it breaks.
Right. Yeah.
Before it breaks.
Yes.
Go
ahead and start researching.
Yeah.
And say, okay, if something happens, who do I need to call?
Look around right now. Find out who's a good handyman. Have them on speed dial on your phone.
Right.
So when you need to get a hold of them, you can get a hold of them. So that's the first thing.
Because again, not everybody's a handyman.
That's right. I'm not.
It's cool.
I got to call a handyman.
Yes, it's cool to.
I can rig it up.
Yes.
Real quick.
Yes, he is
Maybe.
a rigger, yes.
I like to rig stuff.
Yes.
Siobhan can attest to that. I'll rig it up, but it won't last.
No.
It will not last. So again, the first thing is something's going to break. What's number 2?
Number 2. Okay, let's see what I got down here. Okay, you're going to have big dreams.
Yes.
But you're also going to have big reality checks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Big time. When you
so everybody knows when you're showing them that house, when everybody's going out looking at their house that they're getting ready to buy.
Yes.
Yes, the excitement level is just through the roof.
Yes.
So they've already got plans that they're remodeling this kitchen. We're tearing out this wall.
New carpet.
Yeah, we're putting new carpet, new paint, and then your budget sets in.
Right.
And sometimes those things don't fit in the budget.
That's right. They cost more than you thought they was going to cost.
Exactly. But even if they do, again, I think we kind of hit on this a little bit the other week, but you know, you got to make sure that what you're doing is what's a good word that I'm looking for? You want it to be worth the money that you spend.
The investment.
The investment.
It's got to be a good investment if you're fixing all this stuff up. Just don't fix it up to fix it up.
Right, just don't fix it up.
Fix it up to add value to your house. But also, remember, you might not be able to put the new floors in the first year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're going to have these big dreams for this house.
Right.
But be realistic about it. Don't go out and spend every dime you got.
Because again, just like we just talked about, this stuff's going to break.
Yes. And we've seen so many people.
That's why I said your budget sinks in.
Yes.
You're like, okay,
I'm telling you, it is a common thing that we see. And excitement, I've done it. I do it all the time. I see something, again, I want this improvement to be done in my house, and I go spend every dollar I've got, and I put new flooring in, or I paint, or whatever that upgrade is that I want to make.
Right.
And 2 days after I spent every dime and borrowed some from you, my heat pump tears up.
It never fails.
Yeah, my heat pump tears up. So again, those are things that's going to happen, but be realistic about those. So number 1 is something's going to break. Number 2 is you're going to have big dreams, but be real about that too. Here's number 3. it's going to cost more. It's going to cost more than you thought.
Yes. Yes.
We get the payment.
We're just putting the...
Right?
Yes. Right.
You get the payment. You know what that's going to be.
Yeah.
And then this stuff starts happening. It's going to cost more than you think.
It's going to cost.
To have your own place. Yes. But it's worth it.
Yes.
It's worth it.
It
really is worth it to have it. But it ties back to that savings.
It's just that, like I said, you've got those unexpected things that pop up.
Yes.
And again, you don't have a landlord there to take care of this.
That's
what I told Gage.
It's all on you.
Or when Siobhan was talking to Hannah the other day, she said that's just the thing about it. Is you don't have a landlord. Now you can call and say, hey, the plumbing shot and I've got a horrible leak.
Right.
It's on you now.
You got to get it done.
You
got to get it done.
Yeah.
So again, that's number 3. It's going to cost more than you thought. I see some new people have just came in. Let me bring you up to speed before we give you the last 2 today. You can give some shout outs here in just a second, but don't forget the poll question today. It's a fun one and a lot of people have already participated in it. So if you just got in, we want you to participate in this morning. But we want to know, what is your quick and easy go-to breakfast?
And mine's Pop-Tart.
And mine's boiled eggs. So again, we want to hear from you. What's your quick and easy go-to breakfast? Stay with us after our second commercial break. Near the end of the show, we got a big announcement today coming concerning food.
Yes.
You will want to be a part of that. So give some shout-outs.
Diane says, good morning. Charlotte says
Diane.
She is finally awake. She thinks Randy gave her a sleeping pill.
Good morning, Charlotte.
So we're glad you're here. And again, I think everybody's going to be excited for this big announcement here coming up.
They're going to love
it. We got a good crowd watching here. I see my neighbor is on here watching, and I'm talking about a handyman. Her husband, they know that I call on them a lot.
Yes.
For any time I need something, because he is...
Al can do it.
Yes, Al can do it. He is the handyman. So Charlotte just said yogurt drink.
Yogurt drink.
I've never drunk yogurt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess I have.
You got to try it.
We made some kind of smoothie the other day, and it had yogurt in it.
You got to try it.
Yeah, so
you got to try it. That's a good one, Charlotte.
I forgot about that.
I like that. So again, got a lot of good answers. I noticed we were talking about a while ago about something's going to break, and Sabrina made the comment she could write a book about that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So obviously something's broke at her house.
Yes.
Make Greg fix it, right?
Right.
That's what we say. Speaking of Sabrina, get a hold of us. We've got your bracelets and we've got your bubble gum.
Or I'll come
from the winner. Or we come to you. Let us know what's best for you. We want to get those gifts to you that you won on
She
Friday.
is with child.
Yes.
Yes. So she might just want to stay at the house.
Yeah, we bring it to her. We'll take it to her, right? So again, we've gave you 3.
They'll come busting in your front door live on Facebook.
That's right.
Delivered.
3 of 5 we have gave you today. Again, here comes number 4 of things you can expect your first year in your new home. Number 4 is you might have to do some things that you didn't think you was going to have to do, that you've never thought of doing. Here's one that comes to my mind right off the bat. Cleaning your ductwork.
Yes.
Cleaning your vents.
Yes. That old.
Cleaning your air filter for your heat and air system.
Again, a lot of times when you rent, they just swap that for you.
They do it all for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Making sure again you're keeping things up around the house.
Right.
Those are the kind of things that happen.
Preventive maintenance.
That's exactly right. You're probably not thought of those.
Right.
You're going to have to do those things. They say that there's a lot of dust, mites, mold, all that stuff gets in your heating and air system, and a lot of time causes you bad allergies.
Yes.
Causes your family to be sick, and you don't even really know what's happening.
Right.
And it's just because your ductwork needs a good cleaning. So who's on here? When's the last time you cleaned your ductwork?
Yeah.
When's the last time you had that on the list to do?
Right.
That's some things, again, you need to be aware of your first year new home. If you've just bought this home and it's 5 years old, 10 years old, 40 years old, how long has it been since that ductwork's been cleaned?
Exactly.
You may want to look at those things, because the other thing that does help your system run better.
I was going to say, it makes if you clean your ductwork out, it's easier on your air conditioner. Keeping that filter change is easier on your air conditioner.
Yes.
Cleaning out your ductwork is easier on your dryer, which that lowers your electric bills.
Helps all that stuff.
It really needs to be one of those things. You sit down, you kind of got to have a schedule. Okay, like I said the other day, at my house, whenever we pay our power bill, we change the filter.
Right.
It's just an automatic same day. That way, we kind of got a schedule that we kind of
know what to do.
Right.
Keep it up. Again, that's those preventative maintenance thing. We're talking about 5 things you can expect your first year in your new home. Everybody right now, would you like, share, and invite? Get that out there for us. We've got the last one, number 5.
Clean chimneys. That is another good one.
That's another good
one. But
preventative maintenance, man. Anything you all can think of, again, that's preventative maintenance is a good thing for you to go ahead and do.
Yes.
It's a good thing. So number 5, I'm going to give you number 5. Let you reveal what number 5 is.
Number 5 is kind of funny, but
it's a good one, though.
If you own a house, you can just about guarantee it's happened to every one of us. So it says you will definitely get woke up in the middle of the night about 3 o'clock by that pesky fire alarm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
And you're like, what was that?
What was that?
And then it takes another, and then
30
there
seconds.
it goes again.
Yeah.
There it goes.
You go back
right
to
when
sleep.
you're not back off. Yes.
Beep, beep.
So everybody knows that the only time those batteries die.
Oh yeah. Is in the middle of the night.
Is in the middle of the night, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. That goofy thing starts going off. Anytime your alarm, if you have an alarm system on your house, the only time it ever messes up
is in the middle of the
night.
Yep.
Funny story with Dad. He was home by himself.
Yes.
His alarm goes off. He reaches over to turn on the lamp beside the bed. Again, he's home by himself.
Middle of the night.
Middle of the night. Yeah, about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Goes to turn on the lamp. The lamp won't come on.
Right.
His alarm's blaring. Intruder, 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 intruder. And he just knows that they've cut the power, and here they come.
Right.
So he's bar crawling down the hallway in the pitch black, and then he realizes that his power had went out, and his backup battery on his alarm was not working.
That's right. That's right. So the system shut down. So who has had those stories about that fire alarm again?
But again,
giving you that alert.
If you're moving to your house, go ahead and replace those batteries.
Yes.
Because fire alarms, carbon monoxides, all those are very important.
Very important for you.
But get you a schedule and change those batteries.
Right. A good schedule.
I'm so guilty because I've got one in my garage right now. A fire alarm that's just dangling there because it needs a battery.
Right. And a good schedule for that is daylight savings time.
Yes.
When the time changes, change your alarm batteries.
Right.
Change your alarm batteries. That is, again, those are 5 things we talked about today that you can expect your first year in a new home. They're going to happen. Here's number 1, something's going to break. Have some money saved up. Be prepared for it. Know where everything's located at. Find you a good handyman. Number 2, you're going to have big dreams about your house, but be real about it.
Right.
Number 3 is it's going to cost you more than you thought. That's okay. Keep paying the bills, though, right? Number 4 is you might have to do some things you never thought of. Chimney maintenance, Sabrina said.
Another good one, Diane says, make sure you make sure your water lines is wrapped.
Absolutely, yes. Point. That way they don't freeze up. Preventative maintenance kind of things. And the 5th one is you're going to get woke up in the middle of the night by your fire alarm.
Some sort of alarm.
A warning, or again, it's going off, whatever you do. You know, you always get in your dazed and confused. You get out of the bed and you can't reach it. It's up high.
That's it. I was crawling down the hall with a 9mm in each hand. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall.
Loved to have saw that.
Yes, and here he comes down. He just knows that there's somebody. It's lucky. It's just luck that he didn't shoot the whole house up.
That's exactly right. Yeah, if something would have fell off the table in there, it would have the whole living room up. You know what I'm saying? But again, you get up, you're disoriented, you don't know what's going on, and you can't reach it. So the next thing you do is you get a hammer and start throwing it at it. Then you got holes in your walls, and you got to call the handyman.
And here you go.
That's what
it costs more than you didn't think. Yeah.
That's what happened.
We thank each and every one of you for listening to today's podcast. Tune in for future episodes by subscribing to our channel and get the latest and greatest real estate information right here on Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by Elite Realty Group. Until next time, have a great and blessed day.